welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, this time around in English as you may already have noticed, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, which will be Druids, Battle of Magic, Jungle Adventure World and Skeleton Jumper. My name is Gerald. As always, I've got a couple of different things with me, which are for instance the Arc mouse, you all know about that, and there will be the Foldable keyboard, which you all know about too, and in theory, there could be the Xbox One wireless controller in this game mashup, but I'm not going to use it because there is some kind of a support for it in one of the games, but I don't like it and we're not going to use it like that. And yeah, other than that, of course, everything is powered by the Lumia 950 XL, which is a smartphone with Windows 10 Mobile on it and Continuum. And of course, it's going to be connected with the USB-C connector at the bottom here. And that USB-C connector is connected to the display dock, which is standing at the side here, which in itself is connected with the TV, and like that we can see this desktop-like experience on the TV, powered by the smartphone and more or less controlled by all the different Bluetooth devices I showed you. And yeah, this is more or less what we are going to do here, and if you want to know more about all this, the setups, the things you can do with it, please have a look at the corner up there. There are a couple of different other videos where I'm going to talk about that in depth. Okay, so let's have a look at the first game. The first game is Druids Battle of Magic in this case. It sounds very, very different or very, very powerful and stuff like that. But in the end, if you take away the whole pretty cool storyline around it, so let's have a look at that. I might need to change to another player. Give me one sec. Yeah. There's one troublesome thing about this game. I'm not sure what it is. That is more or less that you really can't create a new player or a name for it if you're not going to restart your phone. I'm not sure why that is, and you can't do it in Continuum mode. So go to the smartphone itself, restart your phone, and then you should be able to put in a name and then create the player. If you're not going to do that, you see this. You can click into something and try to create something, but it's not going to work. So in the end, you're not going to be able to put something in. I don't know why that is, but if you are not going to solve it like that, you're not going to play this game. So I think I can't show you the starting point here, so we have to restart it in another way, or go to play in this case. Let's play it. In the end, there is some kind of a Druids dilemma here, so the Druids are having more or less a pretty good time, and then their book of magic, more or less, or of Druid stuff, whatever, is going to be missing, and so they are going to hunt for it and try to find it again. And in the end, the interesting thing about it is that the storyline itself is pretty nice, but it doesn't have anything to do with the game itself. So I don't know why they did that. Whatever. Click on play. As you can see, there's pretty nice artwork all around here with the Druid start and stuff. And as you can see, you can play a lot of different game levels here. So each and every of those little drains, drops, or whatever, is going to be one of the levels, and so you see you have a whole lot of them. As you can see, I already did 3, so if you have a look here, those dot-like, hole-like parts here are more or less the already completed missions, and I'm going to play the next one. And now you can see what it's going to be, and that's a little bit of a letdown if you ask me, because it's just a 3 or 4 win game, as you all know it, like for instance Candy Crush or something in that direction. It's nicely done, it has some kind of a nice feeling to it. So in some situations there are games like this which are just very generic or something. This one has a little bit of a feeling to it. It has a couple of different things you can play here, for instance. you have to fill up those parts, which are more or less the colors of the different stones you're seeing here. You have of course a couple of different things, like how many steps you can do or how many turns you can do. And in the end there is this objective you have to fulfill, which is in general just to destroy all the different boxes where those little droid-like creatures or something, I'm not sure how to call them, are placed on. So I'm going to go, and as you can see, here's a new iron box, which of course is a little bit harder to remove, so you have to do a match over there, as it seems. Probably this is not going to work, not sure. Yeah, and there's a little bit of magic going on, as you can see, so all the time you're going to get all the different 3 or 4 wind stuff. They're going to get put into these kind of, I don't know how to call it. The interesting part about this game is there are not really power-ups, as you already know from other games. So for something like, if you have 4 in a row and you're getting a bigger explosive or something, that's not the case here. So you can do more than 3 in a row, and they are going to be vanishing and giving you points, and more points of course. But it's not going to give you any kind of power-up, at least at a couple of the first levels I played till now. So let's have a look what we can do here. Of course, just for instance do this. Brussels sprouts, I think they are called, right? Broccoli in Germany. I'm not exactly sure if it's the right term, but whatever. So get those, and now you can do all the different things here and try to get rid of all the boxes. You see them here, the wooden boxes, and of course the metal ones too in this level now. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe something like this. Not really helpful in this case here. Come on, give me something to do here. Here. Okay. That one works. Now we can kill this wooden box. Probably we can do some whatever. Let's do that one. Yeah, and in the end you are of course doing this more or less like this, so trying to get the boxes removed here, and after that you're going to the next level. So it's pretty straightforward. But as mentioned before, it has a little bit of a nice feeling. I like it somehow. Okay. There are of course combos and stuff like that. So a lot of the things you already know, but not all of them. As mentioned before, I think it is probably going to start in a later level or something with that, which is a nice touch, because then it's a little bit harder to do those first few levels here. There was a pretty big combo, as you can see, but nothing with a real explosive or something. And of course, if you are filling those up, then you are getting something more. I'm trying to achieve that. It's not always easy. Okay, let's do that. Oh, that was the wrong one. Whatever. Should be fine. There we go. And as you can see, we are pretty close to the green one here. And as you can see, unlock with 180 for the power of the tree. So this is a tree. Sorry. I thought it was something different. The interesting part about this game is you can play more or less as long as you want, at least as long as there's lives left here. And it doesn't really matter if you are going to fulfill those or fill those up. if you just complete the objectives, the level will be gone and you will go to the next one. But yeah, I think you should do a lot of them. So just play as long as you want, and after a while, if you can, for instance, fix those last boxes, just do that. Come on. Here we go. I somehow like the soundtracks too, so if you are in a mood to be a little bit slow and low-paced and stuff like that, that might be a good one for you too. There are a lot of different classical music soundtrack informations here, and or soundtracks and songs in the end, and so just try that if you like those. I kind of like it, because it's really giving you a little bit of a slow-paced adventure here, and just do whatever you want here, and it's not going to give you any kind of thrills or something, but it's really just pretty nice and done. Yeah, so we have a new power now, and let's see. So I'm just going to drag and drop this and pull it somewhere. Let's do it here, for instance. There we go. That was the power of the tree. So just put it on there and it's going to be dissolved. And there are a couple of different other powers available here. Power of the mountain and stuff like that are a little bit different. You will see what's going on there with them. I'm not sure if we can do it in this time. We will see. Sometimes you're just going to get the parts done and that's all. Power of the crystal is not available in this level, so we are trying to achieve something else. Maybe the red one would be good, but currently, well, yeah, the yellow one is nice too. So fire or the mountain power is something we're going to have to more or less get to be able to put it somewhere here, because it's unsolvable at the moment. I can't really do anything at this point there, and so we are going to have to try to get something a little bit looser, so that there is something that we can really switch this and use for getting rid of those parts here, but at the moment it's pretty blocked. So let's see, maybe that one. Okay. What can we do here? I'm trying to find a way to do it a little bit faster for you, so you don't have to watch me playing this game a whole lot. I think everybody knows this kind of game, so let's see if I can speed it up somehow, but it's not too easy, in this case at least. A couple of combos would be nice. Woo-woo. But I think we are pretty close to this one. Let's see if we can do something about that. So it's going to be the mountain power in this case. There we go. All the time if I'm thinking, oh, Mountain Power is going to be the first one, yellow gets a lot of it. But we will see. I think Mountain Power will do it. Now it should be available, right? Not yet, but close. Come on. Give me the Mountain Power! Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Mountain Power is there, so I'm going to drop it. Let's drop it here. As you can see, it's going to kill 3 of the different parts here. And the interesting thing about it is you can really put it wherever you want, so it's not going to be fixed at one part there, but doing something for you. So Mountain Power is 3, the Tree Power was only 1, and so we are going to unlock stuff like this. Hopefully we are able to do that at least. There we go. And we got this level. Yeah, as you can see, this is more or less a game. You are going to unlock the different power-ups there, but you have to work for them a little bit. And this is more or less what makes this game a little bit different than other games like Candy Crush or something, where you are going to give or be given more or less power-ups just by doing one single step with a couple of different things there. And yeah, this is more or less what this game is all about. So let's have a look at the second one. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. And the second one is Jungle Adventure World. This is a classical jump and run. So let's have a look at that. It would be great if we could play this with the Xbox One as well as controller, but the problem is it's not really working well. So I'm not going to use it, and I'm going to use the keyboard in this case. For that I'm going to turn around again too. And so let's see what we can do here. Just, there's not too much to this game. You can, of course, mute or unmute the music. You can unmute the sounds or mute the sounds. And not much more to say about this game. So I'm going to turn around to play it. One little thing that I really don't like about the game is that you have some kind of a delay before the character is going to stand still. That might be realistic, but it's really hard to play with this kind of part. As you can see, there are a couple of different levels, and a lot of them more or less. And here is your little player. And what you're going to use here is more or less the keyboard with the arrow keys in this case. So back, forth, of course, forward, backwards, down doesn't do anything, up for jumping, and then there's this B, and B is more or less for firing, whatever it is, but you are firing with it. Oh, come on. And this is more or less what you will have to do here in a lot of cases. And in the end you can jump over stuff, as you already saw here. And of course you should collect... Oh, come on. Okay. No. Do it again, and do it better now. As you can see, there is a little bit of an enemy there. And the interesting part is that the enemies are pretty small. So in many cases you can't, for instance, just kill them by firing. And there are a couple of different enemy types, many of those you already know. Those are the firing stuff, so you can more or less shoot with them. And the shooting part, the problem with this here, in some situations, especially if the music is oh, come on! Again, do you see what I mean? I really hate it that he's running around and still doing the same. You can do a... I really shouldn't talk when I'm playing this. Okay, let's do it again. Thank you. When the music is stopping one of the loops it's going through, the game has some kind of a problem. As you can see, this was a double enemy more or less. And we can, for instance, fire on that, so use your mouse for that. I'm not sure how to do it, in a different way there, but this is what you can do about it. So just use your mouse with one hand, use your controls with the other, and then you can, for instance, do this double jump with a snail-like one over here and here and here, with a snail-like part there. The good thing about the game is that you're not going to die from hitting one of those enemies once. So you have 3 hearts in this case shown at this point, and so you can use that. But again, there is some kind of a problem with this game if the music is restarting. So in some situations it might even be a good idea to mute the game or the audio for that. Let's try it again. Interesting part about it is if you are in the air when the part is going on, it's not going to give you a headache or something, but you have to be in the air. So in some way, it's somehow something you can really incorporate into your game. So try to be up in the air if the music is not playing anymore, or restarting more or less. It's really, I don't know how to describe it. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? It's unintentional probably, but somehow I like it. As you can see, I just jumped when the music restarted there, and so I could get over it. Those nails, yeah, there was one of the lives I had gone. There's a double jump, as you can see. Interesting, with a double jump, I can kill those snail-like creatures in one jump, as it seems. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. No. And we failed again. Whatever. So this is more or less a game. I'm not very convinced by it, because it really has this flaw that you are going to die when the music is restarting. So mute the music. This is a good idea in this case, so you can play it. And in the end, it's more or less one of those jump and run games. If you like it, try it out. If you don't like it, just leave it where it is. There are a couple of different better ones, if you ask me. But in the end, I wanted to show you what it's all about, and yeah, just try it out if you want to. So let's have a look at the last one we got in this mashup here, which is called Skeleton Jumper. Skeleton Jumper is a side-scroller, and I find it a little bit unlogical that you are dying as a skeleton, for instance, for being stabbed with some kind of a whatever that is, so a meat grinder or something, and you're going to die from, for instance, hitting one of the spears and stuff like that. You're a skeleton. What should be killed by a spear there? But whatever. In the end, the game itself is fun, and it's really just played with a mouse. You don't need much more for it. And what's going to happen here, as you can see, here are a couple of different informations. So if you want, for instance, to jump up, just do one little step. That's going okay, cool. That's going to do you a little bit of a jump, but you really have to hold your mouse to really jump over stuff, because it's going to jump farther and farther if you are holding the mouse button there. So let's show you that. You can overjump that. There is even a double jump available, if I'm doing it right next time. You have to really try it a couple of different things. There was a double jump. And of course, as it is with side scrollers, as you can see, if the meat grinder from behind is going to hit you, you're going to die. And of course, you can't really do much oh come on, against the obstacles and stuff like that, and it's more or less an endless run, I think. So just try to jump over everything you can. Everything is more or less trying to kill you, and you're a skeleton, so it's a pretty hard life in this case. The interesting thing is that they are going to show you what to do and when to do it up there, which is a little bit, yeah, I would have to do a double jump there. And so this is pretty nice that they are showing you what to do to overcome the obstacles if you're stuck or something. This is really going to help you, at least if you're not just running into stuff like I am doing here. Perfect. Today is really a great day for games. I'm just not able to do much today. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah, it is not really endless, of course. Sorry for saying that, because in the end there are these levels. So Niveau 2, it's a little bit of a strange translation, but it just means that I'm at level 2 in this case, and in the end it's like that, not an endless runner, but you are going to overcome the different obstacles here. Oh, I might be far... okay, this was pretty close. As you can see, we got 85 meters now. Let's try it again. I somehow like this game. I don't know exactly why I like it, but it's just a little bit of a fun one for me to play. Jump over that. There is lava on the ground, which I don't get why it's hurting us, but it's going to. If you fall into it, you're going to have to restart. Let's do it one more time. I don't think I can solve this level in this case, but let's see. Hopefully I'm doing a little bit better. You have to get a little bit of a hang of the game. After a while you're pretty okay with it. Okay, that one would have brought us even further than before, but I misclicked the first step, and after that I couldn't do anything about it. So let's try it again. I'm a little bit obsessed with it, I'm not sure why. It's really interesting that they are giving you this information, how to solve the game, and I really like that somehow. It's a little bit like cheating somehow, but in the end it's something you really need, as you can see. It's hard enough to do it if you're getting told what to do. Especially with this little bit of a delay you get with all the different Bluetooth devices, because Bluetooth isn't really meant to be delay-free, and so in the end I wouldn't recommend to get some kind of 40 star fruits. I got 40 star fruits with this run now, for some reason. Oh, come on. One last time, I promise. If it's not going to work now, I'm not going to play it further. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend to get some kind of a controller or something as Bluetooth device in general. There are a couple of different... okay, done. I promised. There are a couple of different examples where it's working pretty well, which is for instance this one. But in the end, most times I wouldn't recommend you to get a Bluetooth device controller or something, because it just has this little bit of an input delay, and you're going to have it in your game too, which is going to be the case here too. So if you, for instance, want to play this more delay-free or something, don't use a Bluetooth mouse as I am doing, but use, for instance, a cable-driven one, which can be put to the display dock in this case. and then you could play it with delay-free interval here, or at least more delay-free than this was. There's a little bit of a problem with this game in this case, because it's not really a problem of the game, but if you're pressing a mouse button, he needs to know if you're holding it, and so he's going to try to see if you're holding it for a little bit of a time, and so you get the feeling of an even bigger delay. This is just meant to be like that in this game and this case, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying to do that. But yeah, whatever. Try it out. I think this game is somehow, a little bit addictive, as you may already have noticed, because I'm playing it a lot. And it's giving you nice little hints to play it through and do stuff, and there are a couple of different levels. You have achievements in this game. You can play with this little... I like the optic of it for some reason. The designs of the different stuff here is nicely done, and so just try it out and see if you like it too. Okay, and then I would say thank you for listening, thank you for watching, because this is the end of the episode. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Then if you have anything to say, just put it down in the commentary section below. And of course, if you didn't subscribe to now is the time to do it. It's a button down below, it's free, and you can just do it, and it's going to help the channel grow. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Have a great day, have a nice week, and we will see us in the next episode next week. So have fun and bye.